Famcast Media. Bitch.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Famcast Media. Bitch.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
You're listening to Pigs Radio, broadcasting live from a secret location in Compton, California. The talk show that makes psychiatrists see other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists.
Other psychiatrists, it's Sunday. You know what that means. Zach, did you take a shower today?
Oh, I did.
Oh.
You can't smell it?
Little bit. I thought that was me because I was on a ranch, guys, and there was a lot of horses, a lot of horse shit, so I thought it was me. But no, that's definitely you, Zach.
Are you sure?
No idea.
Come take another sniff.
Later.
It's
Get
like,
real
it smells
close.
like horse cheeks.
Like what?
Like horse cheeks.
Horse cheeks, man.
No, like
Fuck
like,
is
like horse booty, fool. You know, yeeks by a horse. Maybe it's just me, man. But it's like I
never smelled it before.
Yeeky. You smell like a yeeky horse.
I gotta check it out sometime.
You got to check it out, Zach. As we're checking out today, the longest running podcast out of the universe. Pigs Radio episode 446.
There you go.
Thank you, Zack.
46.
Hell.
I just gotta say,
Yes, sir.
Dog Claw be looking different these days.
Dog Claw does look different, but that wasn't Dog Claw.
Damn, what?
I know.
Really?
Surprisingly enough, I didn't open up the show with a Dog Claw song.
All right. Yeah, I was on Zack's page on that one.
I mean, it was not Dog Claw, guys, but I've been trying to manifest this, throw it out to the universe. I've been in emails. I got dropped off a little bit. I've been trying to get Glass Pills to come out down to Pigs and hang out and just do some pig shit with us, and it hasn't happened yet.
Why
But
don't
I'm
you tell
not.
me?
What?
I could have got them.
Oh, I'm
Have they sent you
telling
the cease and desist yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
No,
Good.
they,
Just
you know,
making sure.
but when you start getting ignored and you don't get responses back,
You're definitely left on red.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Half Past Two, who's doing the same thing right now, but I'm trying to get those motherfuckers in here, and Half Past Two is an awesome ska band. Like, fuck.
Is it like 50 members in the band or what?
At least 29.
It's like 3 members and like 15 horn guys.
At
right.
least. So, I mean,
I
we
can't wait for that episode.
They're very horny.
Thank you, Zack.
Horny as fools.
Horny as fools.
I will say though, if we can make any of these bands happen, I will be happy.
I got you.
You'll be sticking your dick through a fucking Jack in the Box like
That is a Zack only thing.
Oh,
that is
okay,
not a
alright.
me thing at all. So I just
That's
learned.
true.
I just learned that Zack apparently likes putting his mouth on glory holes at fucking Jack in the Box.
There's a lot of context missing from there, but
You tell me. I mean, did you not tell me you like putting your mouth on the fucking glory fucking Jack in the Box? Where's the context in that?
it's the fact that they're charging more for extra sauce, bro. Extra ranch, extra
So do they charge you less
barbecue.
because you put your mouth to the
Yeah.
hole and they just pour it in your mouth or what?
Something like that.
Okay. Well, you can get
They
all
sauce
the.
it up your throat, right?
You can
right,
get all
right.
the extra sauce with Zack Rabbit Lopez. Follow him across all the Instagrams
I got
and the
that
social
buttermilk for you.
medias. He plays video games on. I forget always. I'm sorry.
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Atari
Mondays and
2600. Oh,
Wednesdays.
okay, I'm sorry.
Not on the ColecoVision, sir.
Okay.
But on Mondays and
I was gonna
Wednesdays,
join them.
guys, you can jump on Twitter or no, not Twitter. Twitch.
Can I bring my paddle with me also? You know, my little rolly paddle thing?
The
Oh, that
fuck?
kind of pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Not awkward at all. Not awkward at all, guys.
Yeah. Stay away from Grandpa.
Stay. You know what? We haven't seen Grandpa in here in a long time because it
Yeah.
hasn't been banned. He hasn't cared enough to be here. It was also his birthday.
That's
Happy birthday,
Happy
Evil
birthday.
Noriega,
Thank
sir.
you,
The
thank you,
big-
thank you. I try. Where's my fucking cake, asshole? Where's my cake? That's right. Thank you.
You
thank
don't even like
everybody.
sweets and shit, man. Maybe
No,
where's-
I mean, listen, it could be like a meat cake. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like, put
a
candles
yeet
on.
cake.
Listen, a yeet cake would be nice too. You know
Why?
But not
Why?
a horse yeet.
Hold on. You just like when you said that you lifted your eyebrow as you turned to Zach. You want me to put candles in Zach's ass for you for your birthday? Is that what you're asking
I'll
me?
blow that out.
Woo!
What's up, Zachy, baby? What's up? What's up?
Hey,
Oh, let's
your
get freaking
Your
eeks.
birthday's only once a year.
That's right.
Only once a year. Shout out to everyone jumping on the forum.
Yeah.
That's right, guys. We're about to get fucking pigs fucking excited in here. Pigtastic. The cats meow all the way from the local music experience galaxy. Sometimes our swords kind of cross and twist, and we had Jenna celebrating her birthday. She's the newest member to the local music experience. Jenna with her I Can Do This, guys. I Can Do This rockin' rhythm radio. I almost did. I can never fix that.
I don't know.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks. I try, man. I try really hard. But we had Jenna come out, and a handful of the local music experience people came out to celebrate. It was a fucking good time, man. We got those darks on. We got our post punks on. It was a good time. We had Anna the hot dog lady out there. So shout out to everyone who came out, partied
last
up
night?
at Fun City. Yeah, last night.
Yeah,
Where were
yeah.
you at?
I had to watch the kid.
Oh, okay. No, for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make
Good.
it fucking all ages, homie. We'll be there for sure.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
All right,
yeah,
then.
not gonna happen. But you shouldn't even be bringing your baby out to fucking shows anyway. Be a responsible parent. Stay home.
I at least put headphones on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
of course.
earmuffs on.
Yeah.
Do you put fucking baby headphones on?
I do.
Oh, okay. Just make sure.
Yeah.
Then you're good to go, man.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Most of the time he's on stage with me, so.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Evil Noriega, welcome back to Pigs. We haven't seen you in a long time. I almost
I
felt.
was in Hawaii, first of all.
Tell me about that Spirit flight.
What Spirit flight?
Yeah, Spirit.
You don't fly to Hawaii, fool. That's for broke ass fools that need a fucking fly to like San Diego or Fresno. They do directs to Fresno.
Yeah, I know.
Frez, yes, thank you.
Oh, there you go, Fres. Yes, that's right.
Wait,
Hit the button.
wait, which one?
The coins.
You want coins?
Yeah,
All right, there you
yes.
go. All right. Noriega, it was your birthday. Tell us a little about it, man. Tell us, what happened? You went on a flight. You went to Hawaii. This is the place where you want to go forever?
Yeah, I want to move there. So I actually did go with the intent to really, sizing up the island.
Were you gonna go beat the fuck out of the island? What the fuck you mean size up? What's up, island? What's up?
No, I didn't go to the touristy. This time around, we stayed in the North Shore in Turtle Bay, which is super touristy, also, But the rest of that section of the island, that's more like a locals thing, So I just wanted to see what it was like, and it was fucking crazy. If you ever want to know what the 70s was like, just go to the North Shore.
I don't think even the 70s wants to remember the fucking what the 70s was
like. There's plenty of people out there. Look at all these hipsters. They all look like they fucking want to be like 70s people. You know what I mean? With the George Harrison hat and the beard and the long hair and shit. And yeah, there's a lot of that. I went to a supermarket and I saw people walking in and out like barefoot. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
That doesn't sound healthy, by the way.
It doesn't, but it's cool as fuck. So guess what? I took off my sandals and I walked in barefoot also.
I am not going to Hawaii to go get fucking groceries from a crusty ass fucking floor. You can pick
that
up
shit was
athlete's
cool as
foot, bro.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, so what am I came back with my itchy ass feet. So what? It was fucking still cool as fuck, dude, to go out there.
Toes.
Oh, bro.
Listen. So what if there's a little fungus on a few of my toenails and shit? It was still awesome.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. It's totally worth it. But yeah, it's like I came back a little bit more convinced that that's where I need to live for the remainder of my days.
They got these little fishies that eat all that shit off your toes, bro.
I've seen that stuff.
Yeah, I went to the Thai
I
pools
did
out there.
that
They were
in
doing
Mexico.
that.
Yeah?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
But that was just you getting into the water and just all the parasites. Or did you actually go to go pay for someone?
We went to one of those places and played and sat on a bench
fancy.
and put your feet in the aquarium.
Yeah,
and they all go straight to your toes.
No way.
Get all in it.
Eat all the dead
Zach
kid.
did the same thing, but they're called leeches. Yeah. So.
Oh no, I
they
deal
are
with those when I go to
leeches.
Louisiana. That's a whole different experience.
Right on.
I was anemic.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, Noriega. We kind of missed you. Zach and we've been holding the fort down while you've been gone. We've been having decent conversations where we haven't been cutting off each other, so we've been enjoying that. So now, welcome back, guys, and we're...
What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
I'm trying to give you a high five. Why don't you give me a high five? High five. High five. High five.
With his phone. It's that COVID response.
Yeah, it's COVID. Look, fool. Look, fuck COVID.
I'm with you.
Is that water or beer?
This is beer.
Oh, okay.
It's old as beer, but yeah.
Well, welcome, guys. I wanted to get some introductions, and before we get into today's guest,
you missed what Magoo said.
What did Magoo say? I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the. Shout out to everyone logging in across the Pigsniverse and the local music experience galaxy. Two different worlds colliding, and sometimes it can be fun, and sometimes it can be scary.
Oh look, Zach has cake.
No, Zach has the cake.
Oh, the cake on the dispenser.
J-No?
Get it twisted.
J-No Smash? I don't know what that means.
It's a Hulk reference?
I don't know.
Then what the fuck you want me to read it for?
Nah, I have fucking cake. That's it. That's
okay.
He wants you to pay attention that he has an ass.
Yes, sir.
Oh, then why'd you just say that? By the way,
well, you see Zach's ass.
We've all seen it.
I
sent us all text.
Plenty of fucking too many that I need.
Bro, I'll send you another one.
I don't. Please don't.
Send it right now. Send him another.
You know what? You need to Photoshop some candles on that ass and send it to him for his birthday. Is what you need to do.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of
Get that horse
Or
ass
just
on
put
there.
candles actually on your ass and get someone to take a picture.
A fresh picture.
Yeah.
Updated.
Probably not me. Get
That's
your,
going the full distance.
We got the lighting for it, Mario.
You're right. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. Pigs Radio episode 446. Today we're gonna get a little gothy today.
Why? Why is that? What's going on?
Zach, let me tell you why.
Let's go.
Because we're gonna talk about goth music, and you know what? And a little bit more than that. Because our guest coming in today, I reached out. We became friends instantly. She's from the goth community, but not only that, she does a plethora of other things. I won't even try to recite them because I'm gonna get them all wrong. completely. And I'm probably gonna get her name wrong because I do that a lot.
It's in the Google Doc.
What? Oh shit! I don't even have that fucking open. Thank you, Zach, for those fucking points right now. Would have been helpful like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Before we started the show.
Yeah, way before that. But thank you, Zach.
Good production work.
I got my cards around here somewhere. I'll pass them to you.
What cards? No one cares. But we do care, though, is today, because we're going to get the ins and outs, and then we're going to get a little bit of backstory. I'm probably going to, once again, I'm pretty high right now, and I'm going to get this wrong. Marjani?
Perfect.
Woo!
Damn! Okay, that deserves a clap.
I can't say things, guys. Words with me. Fuck. Marjani, welcome to Pigs Radio. I don't know if you know what you're getting yourself into, but welcome. It's going to be a lot of porqueria happening today.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you. It's been such a blast already. I can't wait. I'm like really curious what's going to happen next.
We all are. Apparently, Zach got cakes, though. So just to let you know, Zach got an ass. And probably before the end of it, before you know, you're going to have some Zach
He'll sext you some ass cheeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what Zach does.
Do I have
it's like guys normally send out dick pics. This guy for sure sends out like booty cheek pics.
Only if it's got candles on it.
Oh, there you go, Zach.
I'll get on it.
I'm a goth girl. I like that candle.
Yeah, you need to drip the candle wax though. Also, you know.
Yeah.
If it's got candle wax dripping on it, it's like she'll take the picture.
Listen, everybody, I do customs. All right, putting that out there.
Well,
only
guys,
Zach's.
Only Zach accounts, guys. The only dude accounts. Make sure you guys go out there and subscribe or I don't know, whatever it is you got to do on there. But Marjani, thank you for taking on the task that is Pigs Radio and my fellow pigs here. And obviously, this is what we kind of do. We just kind of pick shit up.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Yes.
Well, thank you for accepting.
Yes. The cat's meow is working on the Photoshop right now, so she's about to get some Zack pics with some candles.
I wouldn't be surprised if she actually has the picture.
Oh shit! Get on it, send it out, post it up on the forum. Let's see it across the universe.
Yep.
Marjani, we do a little icebreaker here. We like to. We normally get your name. We'll have you recite your own name. Tell us really quick exactly what you kind of do, real briefly. And then on top of that, you need to squeal for us like a little piggy. We got to get a pig squeal or a pig's caw. So, by the way, your friend's eyes just lit up right now. She is so scared.
What the fuck did you just bring me to, Marjani?
By the way, she wasn't trying to be on air at all. She let me know, like, I can't do this. No, I don't want to be, like, no, I can't be on camera.
Why not?
She just didn't want to. Like, no, it's good. Like, so I started tricking her, like, no, we're going to do it right now. Give her some alcohol. It's cool. We play switch chairs.
The great lubricator, yeah.
No, yeah. So now she's trapped where she can't get out. So now she's sitting there against her will. She already went to the, she already went potty.
In the corner.
Yeah.
This is pretty fucking predatory.
For sure.
She's gonna remember her first podcast. Is this your first podcast?
Yes.
Woo!
Right
so
on.
there we go.
Do you have the van out front?
Do I have one now?
The van?
It's at it's on set on location.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Cool.
But Marjani, let's go back to you and all those other questions I just asked half an hour ago.
Yes, please.
You want me to say my name?
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Marjani Bellamorte.
Ooh.
All right. Look at that.
And yes, that's legal.
Wow.
Oh, all right. See, that definitely deserves
That's
some
where I was
applause.
going with that story.
Okay, yeah.
From like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And we kind of go a little ways away from what's happening, but we try to reel it back in. That's what we try to
Sounds
do.
fun, like being inside a gyroscope. Let's see. Well, I promote. I have a small
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Wait, was that the pig squeal already? Oh shit!
Yeah,
she
I just was
knocked
like
it all
fucking
out.
squeal. So
Unless you hit that rewind button. That's what
I was a professional belly dancer for a long time. I have a small business that I own from home. Since I came back to Fontana, which is my home, I was away for a few years. I've really been wanting to just help get the goth community together. So I've been focused on some community events, trying to get some meetups, things outside the club where families can bring their kids, all ages, right? And talk to each other, make friends, not just have drinks and dance and go, yeah, you look great.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of what I do.
So as a promoter, you said you were doing belly dancing stuff. I mean, that itself is an intricate and interesting world that I need to talk about. But before we get into anything else, welcome to Pigs, and now you got to squeal for us.
Yeah.
Shit!
Slaughterhouse, for sure.
Oh my God! I don't think
Yeah.
that is the most perfect fucking squeal we've ever had on this show in the fucking past 13 years and almost 500 episodes.
I'm honored.
Holy
and there's a 13
shit.
in there, like extra special.
My ass hairs curled up a little bit on how high pitched that shit was. Holy crap!
Did your booty hole pucker up and everything?
A little bit, man.
Yeah,
I got
right on,
excited.
right on.
Holy shit!
That's what I'm talking
Welcome.
about. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Who did you bring with you today?
This is my good friend Lilith DK. Gosh, I'm all tongue-tied today. We've been friends for over 20 years. We met in the belly dance world, and being two goth girls, we kind of just magnetically were drawn together. Plus, our birthday is the same day, just a couple
Oh,
of
wow, really?
Just a few years apart. Maybe a millennial or two, but, you know. But yeah, so this is Lilith, and I'm really glad she came with me.
Hi, Lilith. Welcome to Pigs.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, look, she spoke. Yeah. See, it's not that hard. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Welcome to the show, and thank you for playing radio. We truly appreciate it. It's all funs and giggles and dick jokes. A lot of dick jokes. So I'm sorry. We apologize in advance.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I let everyone know, since we're live right now broadcasting simultaneously across the local music experience, or 24-hour round-the-clock radio, we are broadcasting and interrupting their Raynilla-style programming. I promise
Good.
you guys, if you don't like what you're listening to, I promise, give us about an hour and a half, and you're going to go back to your Rayabilly fucking tracks that he normally plays, so don't worry.
Right.
Don't be scared. But for everyone else who's tuning in through the local music, through the app, or just listening to Pigs and being part of the Pigsniverse, because
Prove I was
we know you motherfuckers. You guys are dirty fucking pigs. That's why we're on fucking late night. We appreciate all you fucking marranos out there being piggy.
Imagine there's some dude out there that fucking combed a pompadour and shit, ready to listen to Ray music and
Ooh,
shit. And
I
all
know,
of a
like,
sudden-
what the fuck is this
Right,
shit?
What the fuck?
I didn't sign up for this.
I didn't know I was supposed to
wear.
wear eyeliner for this episode.
But then again, it's all a giant fucking crossover because, I mean, nowadays, the post-punk community is grown so much leading up, into this conversation, that 1720 show that I put together, like even leading up and talking to all the bands there, and it's just, I know, dude, I know. I don't even know where I'm going with it.
I'll tell you where you're going.
Yeah, tell me where I'm going.
I'll tell you.
We skipped
Well,
the introductions.
I know, no, I want her to think that, but I was going to come back and hit her out of nowhere. Like, it's going to happen right now. It's going to happen.
So you made him give him up his strategy.
Yeah, see? What the fuck, bro?
I think where you're going with that is there's like a resurgence of the gothic, post-punk, death rock scene going on. And, it's been around a really long time, longer than I think a lot of people realize. And so with that explosion going on right now, there's a lot of need and desire for stuff,
Sorry, it's almost an explosion. It's kind of like the magic word.
I like that.
Yeah.
Especially coming out of like COVID and all that.
Especially. Yeah.
Like everybody's out. Everybody wants to see something, and
Yeah,
try new things.
A lot of the talent that we've talked to in this genre, I guess you could say, they've all kind of claimed that, we've only started like a couple years ago. So
fairly
during
brand new
COVID,
bands. Brand new bands.
a lot of these bands are fairly brand new for
Yeah.
sure.
And they're exploding.
They are. Not fast enough.
Damn. Keep it on fucking.
I
Keep
know,
it on the
man.
ready,
I know, and I
dude.
gotta
Stay
fucking
on the
do it.
ready. Come on.
I gave her time to be ready, but we need to get her squeal and what you kind of do. I mean, obviously, you're her friend. I mean, can you talk about anything else you kind of do? Or, I mean...
I work in legal.
Okay.
We've been friends for 20 years now. I met her in the dance community. She was my mother of dance, so I learned belly dance from her.
Okay.
have
So
many
someone, Angel said, prove that she's a belly dancer. Ooh.
She dances amazing.
How can you...
Absolutely amazing.
You can actually find me on YouTube.
Really?
If you can spell my name, you can find my videos. I
Oh,
recommend.
we're fucked. Yeah.
I recommend the
That's not
bearded
happening.
lady.
No, not
that's
happening.
the one that
Yeah.
if you're gonna look for me, look for the bearded lady. That's the best.
Itty bitty spider is my favorite.
I like doing itty bitty spider too.
Itty
I
bitty-
did a gothic fusion style.
Wow.
I was kind of a pioneer of turning belly dance into a dark fusion edge. There's so many facets of it. So
Yeah.
and then I had a Gothic style that I taught that was all my own, and I traveled like to UK and Mexico and all over teaching.
Did Renaissance Fair for many years.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about my dancing. I don't want to prove it. No, so like you can find me on YouTube, and I will prove my belly dance, but I'll have to come back and do that in another day, because in this outfit, you're not going to see all the little things that make it special.
Oh, I will say I appreciate you. I mean, anyone should be obviously representing the way that they do, but they definitely dress for today's occasion, for today's interview. Zach, I don't know why you didn't get the memo. I didn't get the memo. You didn't wear your eyeliner today like I told you to.
I was rushing, okay? I gave the boy a bath, and I made it here on time.
Do you at least have boots on?
At the moment, no.
Didn't you tell them to lace their boots?
I only have Harley boots. So I don't have laces. I couldn't wear those.
They're still boots.
Oh, okay. Now,
Just wear the boots and shorts, fool. You know?
Some assless chaps.
You look perfect. You'll fit
Yes.
in. You'll fit right in.
Hell yeah. We've been waiting all this time, stalling just to sweat it out just a little bit. We need to either get a pig's call, a pig's impression, pig squeal. Need to get something from you.
Oink, oink.
Wow.
That was one of the most scaredest, saddest fucking
Like
anything we've ever had.
most regretful to be here on Pig Oink we've ever heard in our lives. Yeah.
Wow.
In our tenure here.
Thank you we got the most bestest and the most, I'm barely even going to try. And I appreciate both. I really do. Explosion on that.
Yeah.
We're a good balance.
Yeah.
The yang
Totally.
to the yang. I mean, obviously, I don't know why you don't want to talk about the belly dancing, because, I mean, once again, that's part of you, and that's where you kind of transition, right? I mean, you said you've been part of the Goth stuff for a long time, and...
Belly dance just about as long, too.
Well, let me ask you this: what brought you to, I guess you could say, a goth or death rock, you know, or what brought you to that?
To that lifestyle or look.
The genre, I guess. I mean, I'm assuming it started with the music, right? And then you kind of like fell into the whole lifestyle of it, I would assume.
It was family.
Really?
It was family. You know, I was a young girl in the 80s. And all my brothers, my cousins, they were all punk rockers. My cousin Melba was the first death rocker. And she took me to the bathroom and did my wings and my big hair at like 8, 9.
Wow.
You know, and I just fell in love with it. And then it started getting a little more popular. Middle school, I, played with it. High school, I got a little more immersed in it. And post high school, it was over. Like I was just like, I'm in my space. And one of the things
that was you.
Yeah, and one of the things that really kept me there is the community is extremely forgiving. Like they're very accepting. Right? Like all through those years, it was the misfits, the queers, the weirdos, the freaks. They all came to the goth world because we didn't judge them. We were just like, hey, yeah, I love your style. Come on in, right?
Yeah.
And so no matter what part of my life I was in, the community was always kind of there and really opening and family-like. So that's what's kept me there for 34 years.
That's a long time.
And when people talk about that, the community, and even more so now, we went from just big genres of people kind of joining together of a special thing, but now with online, there are so many sub-communities, there are so many new families, there are so many things that people kind of be involved with, and I even see, the local music experience with that forum, there's a small community there, and when you see people backing you up or arguing with you or whatever, like, that's something else. So it's definitely to be in a safe spot with other people who just feel like, hey, man, I'm not fitting in, but I like your weird shit. You like my weird shit. Let's go be weird together.
Hey, the internet's a pretty crazy place, bro.
The what now?
The internet.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah,
Why do you say that and look at me like that with your beady eyes?
I hear that there's dudes out there that play video games, so people can watch and play video games. So yeah, I know it's weird.
I felt very uncomfortable right now.
All of a
stranger
sudden,
danger, please.
That's
stranger
what did
danger.
it for you?
I need this fucking bell for more stranger danger. Shit.
Yeah, the community is very inclusive.
No,
Oh,
yeah, it is. It's especially now even more than ever. Everyone's kind of exploring, and it's kind of crazy how growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you had your areas, you had your specific stuff, but then the crossover started happening where Goths started kind of infiltrating the rockabilly stuff, started infiltrating.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you have Cholo Billy, you have Cholo Goth,
You got
have
Psycho Billy, you got Horror Billy.
all kinds of
You know.
Billies and Goth stuff. I mean,
And then Industrial came along, and you know.
Oh yeah,
That-
the
yeah,
whole
that-
'90s industrial stuff with KMFDM and all that stuff. I mean,
Did that scare you?
Front 242. No, I was going to those shows, dude. I
what,
was going to
W
like
the
Control
90s?
Factory like back in the '90s.
I loved
So,
Control Factory.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite places to go.
it was a great spot.
Grandpa's scared of change.
I mean, who isn't,
Why
man?
the fuck am I scared of change? I'm the one that's fucking constantly evolving. I'm watching your fucking ass play video games and shit on the computer.
When was
It's
the
like,
last time he came through?
I just recently, you asshole. I fucking just what was it like? I
Like,
think I might
2 months
actually
ago?
I might have actually been in Hawaii when I saw your fucking stream to top it off.
I don't know about that.
Oh, all right. Whatever, dude. We're talking to them. We're not talking to your fucking. Listen, fool. When you go on Twitch, we'll talk to you about it.
All right, drop some bits.
All right. You know what's up. I'll give you one of those. I don't know what the fuck. I guess bits. Is that what they're called?
Apparently they're bits.
Yeah, like fucking.
Yeah.
Whatever, fool.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 bits.
All right, cool.
Give 'em 2 bits.
Cool.
We're getting our bits on
Appreciate
right
it.
now with some goth talk, some alternative stuff. I don't know, little
Some Uber Eats.
whatnot. Yeah. Let's take a quick break. Maybe I should have had a song already fucking lined up. Earlier today, we kind of started off with a little glass spells, and we're kind of leading into this because we didn't want to dive right in.
Did Moreau?
What?
Moreau?
That got us in trouble last time.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. He's already gonna get up there, but
He's our homie though.
he is a homie. Shout out to Moreau. He came down, hung out with here at the Pigs, had a really good time, and that was an awesome DJ set that he did out there to 1720. Zack, you got an autographed vinyl.
I did.
And he remembered. He straight up said, like, hey, where is Zack? I have a vinyl
How many
for him."
bits did you pay for it?
Ooh, how many bits? Zack?
I got the homie hookup right there.
All right.
That was the homie hookup.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I mean, everyone that came out that day was it was a real good time. But
I heard it was a good time.
It was, man. He actually remembered, like, hey, man, like, I promised these records, and he signed them, dude. So
Yeah.
that was good shit.
I wish I was there.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I wish you were there too. You would have.
Yeah,
had
fool, you
time.
missed out. That shit was fun as fuck.
I got COVID.
My old ass was there.
Thanks
Yeah.
for not
That's
coming
what
then.
happened.
Yeah, fucking Jose was hanging out in the fucking
fool,
by the
backstage,
stage.
all that shit, fool.
Hell yeah.
Schmoozing, homie.
He even fucking scared me. I was on stage giving out posters at the end of the night. This fool comes out and fucking wrist one in my hand. Like, hey, what the fuck? Like, dude, I just would have gave you one. Like, what the fuck?
I was calling you to give me a fucking
couldn't
poster,
hear
so I had to
you.
run up on stage before you gave them all away and shit,
All right.
dude.
My
Come on.
bad.
Mario, send it.
All right.
You're
I'm
like
gonna-
dispensa.
Get Uber Eats here.
Wait, who's here?
Uber Eats.
Oh, okay. Fuck. All right. Well,
Send it.
you know what?
What you got?
Oh, I got some dog claws since we didn't play it at the fucking top of the hour.
Do they have the black Jack in the Boxes like fucking burgers and shit or no?
Not anymore.
I remember that.
You hear that?
Well, Halloween is coming, so maybe.
Yeah.
I want to poop green again. That's all it does. It makes you poop green.
All right, send it, Mario.
All right,
do it.
let's end this shit. We'll be right back. Pigs Radio 466.
Mr. Statham? Yes.
No.
I know we talked about getting you on Pigs Radio, but there's a little surprise you're on now. So if you don't mind saying hi to Mario and the best Jason Statham,
Damn,
can you just say, hey, babies,
Hey,
listen to Pigs Radio and Mario 81.
Over the ass.
Listen, babies. Listen to Pigs Radio, Mario 81.
Steven Seagal. I don't know.
No.
In case you guys don't know,
Patty Pigs?
we're chicks, and we love listening to Pigs Radio. Hi, my name is Patty, and I survive instant death every day by listening to Pigs Radio.
Fuck, how many bumpers you have?
That was one too many.
Fuck, you're like fucking high C now and shit. Like,
for you.
oh, it's high C on the ones and twos, mate.
Pigs Radio. Once you come, you won't let go. Pigs Radio. Sit right down and enjoy the show.
Pigs Radio episode 446. Once
Yep.
you come, you just
Folks.
won't let go. Shout out to Tank and Dick Star for that little piece of art right there. Have you guys heard from Tank?
Nah.
I haven't heard from Tank either.
I haven't seen anything posted by him at all.
He's probably dead, right?
OD.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
At least we still got that.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P.
Shout out to
Dick Star.
Tank,
Yeah,
man.
Tank.
If he's alive, someone send some regards for us.
Tell him what's up.
Dick Star.
Yeah.
Get that guy out there. But today, though,
Yes.
episode 446, hanging out, getting all about the Goth information. I'm about to fucking truly switch over to the dark side, I think.
Damn. I wonder if there's anybody
You still
else
didn't
out
go
there.
get your eyeliner, Dick.
You know what? I got thick ass eyebrows, bro. I don't know. Like,
I got you.
I'm scared.
Do you have flour in the kitchen? You know, we could just kick you up a little bit.
I was gonna hit up Edward.
Very Lestat you.
I was gonna ask Edward Transylvania for all his makeup tips because that motherfucker's white as fuck as a vampire.
Drax, yeah.
His
That fool
birthday's
goes
coming
hard. Like,
He gets the Mac discount. You know that?
does I
That's
I
how
believe you.
connected that dude is. That
I-
dude gets a fucking discount from Mac. And shit. He gets a
Fucking-
professional discount as a matter
Fucking
of fact.
sponsored.
Are you being dead serious?
Yeah, no, I'm being dead
I
serious.
believe you. This guy he reps Mac really hard, so
He breaks out his compact every once in a while, just kicks up a little bit, you know.
fucking vampiro over here, dude.
That's right.
Is fucking Joey having that lipstick commercial? Fucking Friends.
Oh,
So let's get into it. So okay,
Sorry.
this fucking guy.
sorry.
So
Hit me with a
so
Friends
you're-
fucking reference. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah, man.
I've seen one episode, all right? Fuck.
Oh.
And you just
Jesus.
happen to mention the one you saw.
I know.
Yeah. that's-
Okay, so you were introduced to goth by family members, right? And then you got into belly dancing. How?
So when I was 14 and the Renaissance Fair moved to Devore, my best friend's uncle made the giants for the St. Cuthberts for the parades and stuff. So we went down to help him paint them, and I just fell in love. History was always one of my favorite things.
Right on.
And so I started doing the Renaissance Fair, and they always had belly dancers. And over the years, I just was like, oh, this looks good. And then one day my sister brought over the magazine from the Fontana Community Center, and it was $10 a month to go to belly dance
Oh, right on,
classes. So she
right
was like,
on.
come with me. I don't want to go alone. So we went, and that very first night, man, I got out of class. I went home. I locked myself in the garage for an hour and practiced everything I learned.
Wow.
It just, it was like my soul just opened up, and it was amazing. And I'd already been dancing. Like, I grew up dancing tap and ballet and you know, all that stuff. And sorry, my throat's kind of tickling tonight. And
What'd you put in her coffee, Zach?
Uh-oh. See?
I don't know if you saw, they gave me extra cherries.
Not extra cherries, man, was it?
For me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I offer his shake.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
But so, and then like watching belly dance, and then I started kind of belly dancing, and then I got pregnant with my daughter. And I learned that belly dance was the best thing you could do when you're pregnant because it teaches you to control all your muscles separately. And when you're in labor, you can really focus and work on using the right muscles to
Okay.
deliver.
Right.
Because with my son, I had a 3-day delivery. So I was not looking forward to that. With my daughter, it was about 20 minutes. And I loved the community, like the goth community. There were a lot of misfits, I guess, in the belly dance community. But, you know, you'd also find like brain surgeons and attorneys. And then you got the hippie girl from Humboldt and, you know, the
Yeah.
You know, the whole mix in between.
Pretty eclectic.
Extremely eclectic and very creative. Right. But they were also very inclusive, very warming, very sisterhood and brotherhood and all supportive. You know, women telling you looked beautiful, telling you you're gorgeous. No, don't worry about it. Those curves moved great when you're moving. You know, stuff like that. That just builds you up and gives you that confidence. So that's kind of what kept me there.
I do like me some good moving curves, just saying. Good moving curves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that bounce, baby.
Ooh.
That's it.
Shit.
Explosive.
Hell yeah.
And then how did you, is that, you started getting to production side of things as far as putting together like socials or get-togethers, I guess you could say?
Yeah, so before I moved away, the goth community down here, like Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino, parts of LA, we were very close. Like everybody was always at everything, right? And so I was really used to having that social stuff. And after my divorce, I moved up north to Humboldt County and...
Damn, home of weed. Period.
Yeah.
Wait, they grow weed there? Is that where my weed comes from? What?
For a long time before, when it was illegal, that was like where you would get the best weed.
That was the weed capital of the U.S., man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I made many a good side jobs working for growers. I'm just going to say, my kids got what they needed. Thank you, all you growers out there.
There we go. Hell yeah.
And so I moved up there, and they had a dance community. It was a very small place. You know, I'm a city girl. Love all, going everywhere because it's right there.
Right.
And I got tired of seeing bluegrass and jazz and funk every other night of the week with the same people. And there was a small goth scene going on, so I just decided we were gonna do a takeover night at the local bar, and everybody got gothed out, and we walked in, we dropped $20 in the jukebox, and it just took over. Right.
Really?
Yeah, and it kind of started to grow, and then I opened up a club up there, and then I started with belly dance. I was, there's tons of festivals. It's a really large community as well, and they always have festivals. There's vendors, all volunteers, all day performances, workshops, that kind of thing. So I always volunteered because I wanted to learn. So I'd follow people around, take note, just be busy, talk to everyone, get to know as much as I could, and then. Next thing I knew, I was just doing bigger things.
I love how it just starts off as something fun. Like, hey, man, let's just all get together. Like, there's no one else doing it. There's nowhere else for us to go. Fuck these fucking normies. Like, let's put some fucking $20 in the jukebox that could suck our goth dicks, and let's just have some fucking go with it,
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah.
I mean, sometimes it starts that simple. It's humble beginnings, right? I mean, when I started, like, as a quote-unquote promoter, it's like I was... I had a band and I wanted to do like some kind of like show with like the type of bands I was, the band I was in plus other bands that were friends of mine. And, we started like doing shows in warehouses in Watts, you know what I mean? So it's like.
I probably went to some of those.
Maybe. I mean, it was during the 90s, so you never know, right?
My husband was a raver.
Oh,
we did a lot of things. But and like belly dance was really actually what got me started doing the promotion. Like the goth thing, I did that. It was small time, but the belly dance, I started dancing at 18 at Club Metro. I mean, I went to Scream and Spankies and a few things when I was underage, but really started clubbing at Club Metro in Riverside when I graduated high school in the early 90s. I'm just gonna say that, and and eventually. My belly dance and my goth dance just started to meld together, and it was harder and harder to separate them. And belly dance festivals were, there's different styles. The main ones are like cabaret, folkloric, and tribal. And it just like cabaret is kind of that what you see in the movies, kind of that bugle beads and sheerness and hair flipping cuteness. And then you've got folkloric, which comes from a specific region or tribe, and it's like this is their particular specific dance. And then there's tribal, which is kind of a mishmash of all the wandering desert tribes, covered bellies, feathers, shells, that sort of thing, a little more earthy. And that was more the style I did. But there wasn't anything for us dancers because there was starting to be a lot of us that were kind of darker, a little more fusion-y, a little more gothy or metal, things like that. And so a friend of mine threw together a festival called Punk Rocks, RAQS, because that means something different. And like hot rocks, punt rocks. Oh gosh, what is rocks? Oh, rock sharky. It means Oriental dance. So rocks means dance. So punk rocks, and it was right at Cal State San Bernardino. It was some of my mentors and idols in the belly dance world growing up, and they were starting to fuse like belly dance and burlesque shows, belly dance and fire shows, things like that. And so they, being local, they asked me, hey, you want to help out? And then I started teaching classes. They were like, hey, bring your class, come help out. Let's get your students involved, and just kind of went from there too.
I love how it's just simple stuff that just from one thing and it just kind of steamrolls out of nowhere. Much like this show, just we started with one little thing and then here we are. But it's just that little nudge to kind of get started, and then all of a sudden, like, things start happening. More people start getting invested, more things, and now you're throwing a show with the people you idolize in this world. And I mean, tell me, how did that even feel to have people that you thought were big on a show that you were doing?
I was very humbling. I was extremely honored and like giddy as hell. Like I was like, squeak.
Are we talking about the Goth Mountain thing at this point?
No. We're still talking about like the belly dancing.
The belly dancing stuff.
Okay.
Because she had her the people she idolized at that show. That
asked me to
that
help
were
them.
attending.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
And then it grew to the big festival I did in Fresno called Requiem. It was a 3-day dance festival. 20 countries came, or 20 states in the U.S. and 14 countries came to the event. It was over, we had workshop instructors, a pre-party, an evening show, an after party, a funeral procession to the local historical cemetery. So it was a really big event. And that, it was so popular. It went really well. Everybody's still like, when's the next one? When's the next one? When's the next one? And I never did another one because we lost the theater, and now I'm down here. So now I'm rethinking that. But it was a huge success, and I realized at that point, I absolutely love doing this. If there was one thing in the whole world I could do all the time, it was just bring people together and do fun shit.
Well, that's just like a good message and just thing to do.
Absolutely, Zach. Thank you for that.
Hey, Zach, smoke some more weed.
I think Zach got the itis and shit off the shake or some shit. I think they doped up his cherries.
Yeah, bro, they really did.
I know there was good intention, and you just took that
I
dive,
tried.
buddy. You took that dive, and you just did not put your hands in front of your face whatsoever.
Shallow end. I don't know what to tell you.
I think he was busy staring at his own ass cheeks.
I was going to ask about that. Is that you?
For those logging in, you guys can jump on the local music experience. We have a forum, and there's a picture of Zach on a happy birthday.
Look at the dumper on this guy.
Nice. I can put a beer on that, baby.
This has got a dump truck.
Did I not tell you, ladies, at some point you were going to get a photo of Zach and his ass? And there you go.
You absolutely did.
And that wasn't even us. This is from and I don't know why you have this, Mai, but happy birthday to you as well.
Yes, thank you, and happy birthday.
Oh, you know what? I can't show this right here. There
Happy
we go.
birth cake. Look at that shit.
Oreo cookies, Game of Thrones.
Because of his Oreo shake tonight, too.
Now,
you must know you very good.
Yeah.
I know. I want to ask the goth community. Can you tell me anything about this ass? Do the goths care about ass at all? I mean, does that do it for anyone?
I'm sure there's lots of goths that like ass, just like tits, just like, lips.
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
We're humans
Zach,
too.
see.
I mean, aside from the werewolves and vampires. But,
well, that's a hairy ass, so I mean, it could be like fucking werewolves and shit. That could be a werewolf
you
ass.
be a werewolf ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Zach, there is hope for you yet.
Thank you.
There is hope for you yet. So.
Fucking
Power
like
bottom
an ass.
energy.
Like an ass.
Thank you, Secret Society of Goths.
That would have been dope if she put like vampire fangs on that thing, dude. Like some vampire fangs on your cheeks, dude. Or at least put some Frankenstein bolts on the ends of your ass. That'd be fucking dope.
Or just
as
one to
fuck.
plug it in. Just
Yeah.
We got one of those.
okay, yeah, we can get one
Like
of
a
those.
240 volt.
I'll pass on that picture, thanks.
Send it to me. I'll send it to her anyway. I'll
All
tag her
right.
on it. Set aside the
Oh,
DM.
no. I'm in this end circle now.
Congratulations on all that success, and I mean, come on, that's to bring that many people from around the world together for belly dance. And once again, for me being a normie, not really knowing anything about that world, I mean, that's something that I don't really see. Even in the promoter community, I don't get to hear about stuff like that. I know that you can. I know about the dance community. I know that, Vegas has obviously 24 hours. There's a bunch of dancers out there. I know a bunch of the Lucha Vavoom, the talent. We get special talent that comes from out that way. So I know that people need to travel because they're not necessarily in one central location. Not like LA's the music fucking capital of the world or whatever, and people know you can come get bands here. But belly dancing, that's just... I don't even know where they even start with that or even think about that.
We're a really well-kept secret.
That very much.
I think there's stuff on Craigslist, though.
You look like you someone that gets a lot of things from Craigslist.
I would check their credentials.
I mean, look, Secret Society of God says you have power bottom energy, dude.
Definitely not. I'm a
power bottom.
Only when the bolt's plugged in.
Zack needs a lot of bolts to be taken out right now. Shout out to everyone out here on the local music experience on the Pigsniverse. We see you everywhere. Angel, we see you. DJ Ketamino, he's been here in the studios. I know we did a couple of Sonic Reducer nights with the vampire himself, Edward Transylvania. That's when the whole pandemic kind of happened before they really started cracking down on all the music. So. From the Dungeon Podcast, D's Coast, all the way in Jersey, Pigs rules the airwaves. I mean, I don't know, we rule it, but we do take over. So you're listening. We appreciate that, sir. We appreciate everyone coming down, hanging out, talking. We're about to get some Goth mountain shit going on right now because obviously we've been waiting all night. We want to kind of get to know you a little bit better, and obviously leading up to all the other things you've done, it kind of now makes sense as to how we kind of got here. Tell us a little bit about what even got you started with Goth Mountain.
So last year, we got our passes for Magic Mountain, right? Mm-hmm. And my daughter came out of the closet. And I was like, yeah, let's celebrate. And she goes, Mom, look, there's an event at Magic Mountain called Out on the Mountain. And I went, hey, let's go. So it was a private LGBTQ event that they do there. And I was so impressed with the freedom everyone had at that, right? Like, it wasn't about not the general, like, because the general public wasn't there, they were dressed a little more flamboyantly. Mm-hmm. They got to, I mean, there was so much laughter and excitement. And there was just this lightness about it that you don't normally experience.
So, I'm sorry, they shut down the park for that event specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a private event, or is a private event.
Right.
That's actually coming up the week before Goth on the Mountain was scheduled.
Okay.
And so, so I loved it so much. I thought, why don't we do this for the Goth community? You know, so many places we go, we get teased, we get laughed at. You know, I was out to dinner with some of my lady friends from the club. We were out shooting little videos and playing in the cemetery, you know, having a regular Goth afternoon.
Right.
And we had gone
Very
to
gothy.
eat, and this gentleman, okay, maybe not a gentleman, but this guy stops at our table and he looks at us and he goes, so where's the costume party? Then he goes and he gets his 5-year-old grandson and brings him back and goes, wave at the ladies. And then he went and got his granddaughter and brought her back. I was like, look at the ladies, look at their clothing. And I'm like, are you making fun of us? Are you admiring us? Like, can you please just leave so we can eat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck that fool.
Fuck that puto.
Yeah, and then other places, you know, people are like, where's the funeral? Excuse me, who died? You know.
You don't tell them like your mother or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Sometimes, depending on my mood, I'll respond with like, I don't know, are you interested for the position?
Damn. You know that she actually says that.
No,
that was so
1000%. No, yeah.
Rolled off the tongue.
Yep, without hesitation. I like all my words.
Yeah.
I like death. I mean, I probably should phrase that differently.
That's a pretty good band.
Yeah.
I have a fascination with the death industry and things too. So,
They suck because they do obviously that for those who've had to deal with any kind of death. I mean, it is a money-hungry industry. Everything is uberly fucking expensive. If you die, you don't give a fuck, but then you leave this monstrous fucking bill for everyone else around you. Like
life insurance or pre-need, it's the best thing you can do for your family and friends. So my family comes from Louisiana. We've been there a very long time. And we were some of the first undertakers in the area. That's where the last name Bellamorte comes from, right? That's why.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I've always had this fascination with cemeteries and, death. I'm an unofficial death doula. Like, I'm not certificated or anything, but I go help people, like, at the end of life, get all their things organized, make plan for what makes them comfortable. Do you want incense? Do you want your feet rubbed? Just being there for the family to lean on and to make the death a beautiful experience like every other part of life.
Wow.
Right on.
How do you even kind of come across a position like that?
You have friends with dying family going, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And you go, I can help. Let me see. And then, I have a lot of friends that are in the industry, morticians, embalmers, funeral directors. And I do a lot of volunteer work for them, come out, help them clean up the cemetery, put out flags, that sort of thing. And so they sometimes will send families to me that are looking for somebody or, is struggling and they don't have the money. And I'll just kind of come in and help. And what I really do the best is after the death, when the funeral and everything is over, the grieving is really getting started. And then you've got all the accounts to close, all the cleanup to do. So I'll go and help families like sort and clean and close things out.
I wish that's the kind of stuff they would teach in school. Some real life shit, like some high school stuff to let you know, like, hey, man, if you die, this is what you should be focused on or what you should be having. Hey, if you go out there and have babies, this is what you should be, like, having some real fucking life shit. Because
that would be way more beneficial.
when I had to cross that road, when I did, I didn't know what the fuck to do. And, like, I didn't know who the fuck to call. Like, hey, man, you call 911, you call fucking morticians, they come out and, you let them know, hey, someone just died. Like,
yeah,
it's just, you learn shit quick on the spot. I'm like, wait, what do I got to do? Like, and going to these fucking places, like, once again, just to get buried in the ground, if you want to get buried, that's $25K just for that. That's not including services, and that's just a start. You want to get cremated, that's the cheapest shit.
It is. And, you can actually pay for it now. Like, you can go into your favorite cemetery, pick your plot, set it all up, and you do, like, payment plans over the years. Or, get life insurance. It really is an amazing thing to give your family.
Yeah, my parents, like, they paid for their funeral, like,
way ahead of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They actually, my mom bought 2 separate like plots. You know what I mean? That would fit like a total of 4 people.
Excellent.
So yeah, it's like
if
they
you
were
give
prepared.
you give your body to science.
Fuck all that. You see what they do to you?
Yeah.
Your cadaver.
Well, it depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No,
I mean, UCLA, you're gonna get carved up by a bunch of like fucking dudes named Brad and Chad and shit, and they're gonna like they're gonna skin you alive. I mean, skin you dead, obviously.
Fuck you, Chad.
But yeah, it's like they'll pluck your eyes out. I mean, listen, it's like I'm set up as an organ donor, but there's certain things that you could actually tell them what they can and can't take.
Where do you put that at?
I mean, as long as they're not fucking me, like I think
your
I'm
advanced healthcare directive.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a website where it's like where how DMV you could actually tell them they put it on your license that you want to be an organ donor. Then from there you could go to the website for it, and then you tell them. Pretty much, I mean, what you could list off what you want them to remove and whatnot. Yeah. Like, some people, wouldn't be okay with having their eyes taken out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they would do that.
They can't see when they're dead? What the fuck, dude? It's fucked up.
Boy, we got off track, didn't we, guys?
Yeah, I'm being cremated. So I got life insurance and I'm being cremated. So it's like my shit's taken care of already.
Oh, there we go.
But it's free if you give your body science.
Okay.
They do it for you.
Go ahead,
If
Zack.
I do, I'm going to the body farm, hopefully.
What's the body farm?
Where they throw dead bodies out on a farm,
Oh,
like in a
like
big
in
area.
Texas.
And then
I
they
saw they
come.
have one of those,
yeah,
yeah.
there's a couple of them, and they try to keep it private, but that way they can, watch and learn. How long does it take for this, for decomposition in these conditions and this condition from here over there, so they can better be able to.
Oh, what the fuck? Really?
Yeah, I saw
that
like that thing.
Is intense.
Yeah, for sure.
I can only imagine the smell on that farm.
Well, it kind of
smells like Zack over there.
Oh shit!
Yeah. For sure.
Zack, you need to watch
I'm
that.
sorry. So listen, over all of this, we digress. So let's get into it. So then we were talking about the Goth Mountain, how I guess the genesis of it, how it started. So then. You saw what they were doing with the gay pride, I guess, event that they were having, and then you approached somebody that was part of that event, or you just hit up Magic Mountain directly, yo, motherfuckers, like, what's
I just
up?
hit up Magic Mountain directly, yo, motherfuckers, I want to do an event. Call me back. And I sent a couple of emails, whatever I could find. I'm a very persistent person.
Right on.
I've worked in sales for many years as well,
Yeah.
side jobs and things. And And so I just started sending out emails, and someone in the group sales got someone into bigger sales to contact me, and we started talking. And it took several months, to get an answer. And then when we did, things started moving really fast.
Now, I don't know how much I can pry, but I mean, were they renting you out the park, or were
Yes.
they like an agreement as far as like, we'll take a percentage of the door and then, blah, 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 blah.
So there's not a lot I can say right now because we are looking to recover damages from the park. We want to hold the park accountable for their part in making Goth on the Mountain not happen. But the agreement was that we had a private party. The park got swept of the general public. They shut it down. They cleared it out. And then they opened it up just for us with our soundtrack, our DJs, our bands. Our entertainment, because they're going to be
And all the
Goth
rides
belly
were going to
dancers,
be
all sorts
open
of
also?
Yep, all
so
the
it was going
rides.
to be like a full park experience
Yeah.
with the Goth Mountain aspect of it also.
And it was right at the beginning of their Fright Fest, so we also would have had the mazes, all the decorations,
right
the
on.
ghouls.
Oh, that
Would've
right
been
coincides
tight.
with
I
everything. Yeah.
I wouldn't have walked into a single fucking maze, but that would have been cool.
Right? And
I'm
then
chicken shit when it comes to that
Really?
shit. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
and the package was a great deal. Like,
Same.
food and drinks
Oh,
were
that's your ass up
included,
there.
your parking was included, the mazes were included, all with like the price. And the park worked out as fair a price as they could. I mean, if you look at the prices now, it's a much cheaper package than if you tried to go into a park in the day and do it. And it started off really well. The salesperson I worked with, he was extremely excited and very supportive. He really fought hard to get us the event. And he helped me really create like the ideas. He like, we can do this and we have this and there's that and you can consider that. And together we kind of built the vision of what it was and looked at the price tag, right? And I went, yeah, we can do that. I believe in my community enough. We can do that. They're going to love this because it's just for them. Right? How many things do we go to that's just for Goths?
Hardly anything. Nothing that's at least shared, because I know Disneyland does, Goth over there, but I mean, it's during regular...
That's the Bat State thing, and it's not really part of the park. You
No,
know
that's
what
what I'm
mean?
saying.
So,
Like,
yeah.
it's
a takeover.
Right.
Yeah,
So everyone just
kinda.
shows up the same day, buys a ticket, and goes in.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
a
like
great
a-
event, though. Like, it's
Right.
a lot of fun.
Right, but it's not like you said, like the out on the mountain where that was just catered for that community, for that special group, and Goths want to come out and ride roller coasters.
And as far as ticketing, I mean, you had like a tiered ticketing, or was it everybody's paying the same price?
No, it was tiered ticketing because the concert came along because a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, that sounds so amazing. I would go to that because I just want to be with other Goths. And our own music, I don't have to listen to like top 40 or hip hop, really.
Right.
And they said, God, if you just did a concert or something. And I was like, okay. And then I get on the phone with the sales guy and he's like, by the way, we have this big old theater, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah,
I
I've
was
seen
like,
that theater for sure.
let's. And I was like, what about, is it like set up for a concert? What would we need? Is that a possibility? And boom, the concert was added to the event for those that wanted to come, but they don't like roller coasters. They don't want to go to the mazes, but they want to be a part of the group event.
Right.
Yeah. And that specific atmosphere curated by a Goth for the Goths. Right? Not some cheesy Halloween stuff that's slapped together thinking it's the right formula. You all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the first time I heard of the event, I got uberly excited. I mean, not for the park itself. I don't do roller coasters, don't care for it, but I was just like, holy shit, that's fucking rad. Goth coming together.
Yeah.
All my favorite local fucking DJs from the Goth community are all gonna be there. You started getting added bands to it. I'm like, oh shit. Not only that, but you had other things happening on other places. You had a hotel lined up, right? And then there was activities at the hotel.
Yes. So we realized that because we were given a Friday night, that's really hard for a lot of people. I'm coming from San Francisco, San Diego, the Caribbean, right? I'm going to show up on a Friday night, go to the park, and then my whole weekend's wasted traveling somewhere else.
Right.
So we thought, why don't we make it a weekend? It's a family event. Let's rent an official hotel. And then the hotel said, hey, we'll give you the pool deck if you guys want to do something at the pool. And then, oh my gosh, we could have a pool party. And then a friend was like, hey, you guys should do seances. I was like, I'm into that Victorian thing and I want to do a tea party. That kind of just fits together. So then we decided we were going to do the Gargoyle Gala. and that was the day after. And it was
like at the hotel ballroom, I'm assuming.
It was in the main lobby in the hotel, so everyone could watch
Yeah.
it and kind of be a part of it.
Right.
You know, it was going to be sort of sectioned off, and the tea party would have had all kinds of exotic teas and little finger foods and all that cute stuff. And our psychic, intuitive Callie, she was going to do tea leaf readings for people at the tea party. Right. And then the belly dancers wanted to come in and like do a little something. And
Right on.
So we had all these little things.
Entertainment, yeah.
Yeah.
Activities for people to do while they're there.
Right. And then there was also the Misfit Market, which was the vendors, right? We were going to have a lot of vendors there, inside and outside, so you could come, you could vend, you could visit. They had a bar. You could just buy drinks, buy food, sit around, talk, get to know each other.
Right on.
That was really the goal. And then, like, the pool party would happen, and then the silent disco, which I was super excited for. 3 live DJs all at once. You just switch between channels in a headset.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
It's pretty
happen,
amazing.
yeah.
So you wear a headset because Valencia, excuse me, they have an extremely strict
Yeah.
noise ordinance. And so a DJ after 9 o'clock is really difficult to do up there. So, and I got the most secluded hotel I could get. That was had a gorgeous view of the park. It was just right up the street.
Mm-hmm.
And so we decided a silent disco would be amazing because let's say I want to go finish fixing up my makeup because the pool party just ended, but I don't want to miss the DJs. I want to have fun. I want to start hooking this up early. I can get my headphones and go back to my room and still hear everything
Right on.
anywhere in the hotel. And then it would be 3 live DJs, and you'd have channels on the side of your headphones. You just click between the channels. So we were going to have a death rock DJ, a traditional goth DJ, and an industrial DJ.
Mario, get on that.
Dude, that shit fucking sounds rad.
It's awesome. And then at 10, they were going to close down the bistro, pull all the tables and chairs out, and give us a big old dance party. And it was all ages. So people could bring their kids, teenagers could have a good time, you know. It wasn't limited to 21 and over.
Mario, get on that.
I'm fucked, dude. I'm about to.
I'll hook you up, Mario. I got the deets.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
DJ Ketamina says a silent disco sounds amazing. It really does. Shit.
So you had all this awesome stuff lined up. I mean, how much can you disclose of what made it all just fall apart, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term?
So what I can say is that, you know, we had a binding contract with the park. It was lined out in detail. Everybody was in agreement.
Right.
A lot of work was done. And
It sounded like you had their support throughout for at least most of it, I would say, right?
I'm glad it sounded that way, yes. So, you know, and everything was running really smooth. Like, ticket sales were going great. We were at target or beyond target on everything. The marketing numbers were astronomical. It kind of blew the back of my head open, and I'm an analytics girl. I work with small businesses doing that. And I was just surprised at how far reach. I mean, so many countries outside of the U.S. were looking at it because, you know, we could track it through our website and stuff.
Right.
Even in the Ukraine, they're at war. Even they were looking at it. I was like, wow, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
shit.
This thing has gone crazy. And so what ended up happening was toward the end, I'm not sure what happened. The park just couldn't uphold the end of their contract. And they sort of gave us no option but to cancel to save the integrity of the event and protect the integrity of our community.
Were they trying to like have you like just like scuttle something, or I mean, was it that they wanted you to trim it down? Were they trying to like affect the hours? Did they want to cancel, say, the concert aspect of it? I mean, whatever I guess you can't talk about. I know it's a delicate thing because
it is, because we want to hold the park accountable.
Right.
Right. Like, everything was on target. Everything was moving great. There was
Right.
no reason to say, Psh, put the brakes on.
Right.
But for some reason, the park felt the need to put the brakes on. That's all I can really honestly say. They wanted to make some changes at the end that were just completely unacceptable because it would have taken the event and made it not the event. You know, it wouldn't have been what we sold everyone. It wouldn't have been what everyone was excited for. It wouldn't have been, I don't want to say good enough or worthy enough of our community, but our community is worthy enough to have what they were promised.
They were going to water down version to kind of appeal to a bigger audience versus just the dedicated to what true that community is supposed to be.
That's a good way to frame it.
They're trying to Disneyfy it.
I don't know.
I don't know that I'd say that.
Oh no, because
but
I mean,
in a
they're
sense,
trying to- they wanna
I see where you're
dilute it.
going with that. And in a sense, yeah.
They would probably want to dilute it considerably, I would say, if it really affected you to that point. Because you figure you sold tickets, it was selling great. I mean, I would assume the attempt is to try to work with them as best as possible to make it happen. But if it's to the point where you have to like pull back on the whole thing, then obviously they were asking for a lot, weren't they? They were asking for to change it considerably to where it wasn't going to be the same event. It could be
Considerably is a good word.
And let me put it to this way: it's like the way I look at it is like you could technically what your bill of goods of what you're trying to sell people on wasn't going to be what you were going to give them, and they could turn around and sue you because
misrepresentation, false advertising.
false advertising.
And I'm not
for
that
sure.
person. I'm an open book. I'm super transparent. I tell you
Right.
like it is. You don't like it, tough shit. I love you, and that's why I say it.
Right.
And it really came down to the event was no longer the event. It was no
Right.
longer what I sold people. It was no longer what people were looking forward to. It's not what they were wanting. And I fought really hard. I mean, we went back and forth for weeks. I got legal counsel. I had assistants. We did everything we could to work with the park. I even was willing to negotiate some terms, make some compromises,
Right.
Even though I didn't want to, because that's not what I promised our community.
Right.
But I was willing to do it to give the community
kinda
what they were looking forward to and deserved.
Right.
try to
And
salvage it.
yeah, and it never needed salvaging. That's the thing. That's what kind of leaves me boggled and sort of flabbergasted is
That they were good for the most part initially with everything, and then they just flipped on you.
There was so much work that was put into it. You went through a lot of sleepless nights. You were under a lot of stress at the time, just planning this event for months and months, and it was a lot.
Yeah, and honestly, it didn't feel like work. Every time I got to create something new or put a new thing out and see the excitement, it just drove me further.
Right.
Like, it just got me so excited.
Everybody's reactions to the work that you put in is just like
Yeah, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I'm going to have the biggest party in the world, and all my favorite people are going to be there, and my favorite bands, and my favorite music, and this is like a dream that I can make
for
come true
sure,
for
yeah.
everybody. And, and then I get to just like enjoy it too.
Yeah.
And the heartbreak that came with that, I'm human. There's only two of us that built that entire campaign, me and my assistant, Dolly. We've done everything, 12, 13, 14-hour days. There were days I ate at my desk. I slept at my desk. I barely left my desk. And when I wasn't at my desk, I was out promoting. I was talking. I was making friends. I was sharing the
Right.
information, just doing what I can to make the event the most high-quality, best event that I could give to the community that I've loved so much and have been a part of for so long.
Right on.
I mean, it gives an insight to the world of being a producer, promoter, but more of, not a producer. You're a producer. You're producing a full-on event that, had multiple working factors, had multiple layers of entertainment from all kinds of different aspects. You have people coming from around the world.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you were doing it at a major amusement park. I mean that's what I found kind of stunning when I saw the flyer because, I mean I produced events also in the past and the biggest I got was to book a hotel and do a 4-day event there.
That's still
and
big.
that was it was what I mean. But it's like the complications that you had with dealing with an actual amusement park, you know what I mean? That's
a whole different fucking beast.
Yeah, that's a whole different ball game from what I was doing.
There were a lot of hoops to jump and a lot of lines to walk.
Yeah.
And we navigated them beautifully. We hit all
Right.
our deadlines. We did everything we should have done. And that's what makes it so devastating. The night that we had to announce it, I kind of turned off my phone, drank a bottle of wine, and cried myself to sleep. And there's a grieving process that goes with that, which is kind of why I brought up the death thing earlier. I've just lost something that I birthed, I built,
Right.
I nurtured, and that everybody fed. And the biggest part, I didn't cry because the event was gone. I didn't cry because of the loss of money, which isn't that much really, but that's not the point, right? It's what could have been lost if I had gone with what the park wanted.
Oh yeah.
And it just really came down to, it broke my heart that I couldn't give the community something that I had promised them and that they were so excited to have and that they deserve.
Yeah,
You know, we
for sure.
deserve it. We, as Goths, you know, we've gone through a lot of turmoil just because of how we choose to look or how we choose to live our life or, you know, music we listen to.
Right.
And so to have one night where that was the furthest thought from your mind, you know, instead of, oh, where's the funeral? Who died? It was like, dude, kick-ass boots. Love your necklace. Where'd you get it? That hair is the best I've seen. That's so high. You know? Like, that was what I was wanting, was for that camaraderie. Because especially after COVID, there, you know,
Right.
it's not that people didn't want to come back together. Yeah, it's been a slower reintegration. Some people are still
For
kind of
sure.
scared, and understandably. But it was that throughout that COVID time, so many venues, so many events had to go away because they couldn't sustain them long enough to get them through that pandemic, you know, that lockdown time. And so I came out of it expecting to go to all the clubs I'd always gone to, see all the friends I'd always seen, and I went,
It's a
where do I
whole
start?
different ballgame
Yeah.
now.
Where's everybody at?
And that's where IE Goth was born too, because I was like, now I have a central place, so everyone in the IE can say what's going on, and we can all get there.
Right.
You know?
Well, I was going to ask. Obviously, it's been canceled. So, I mean, are you kind of now just putting this to the side and considering to still do it again? Just obviously find another venue.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay.
Our community
That's good.
deserves it, and I'm not giving up, guys.
It's not dead, motherfucker.
I'm in
What's
it
that?
for the long run. I'm telling
What's
you.
that, Leonardo DiCaprio? I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving it. No.
Okay, maybe not Imagine. Maybe Knott's Berry Farm. I don't know.
You know,
SeaWorld, why not? Like fucking, we'll put like fucking eyeliner and Shamu. You know what I mean? It's
hey, Shamu already got eyeliner. He hooked
True that.
up.
True that.
That would be fun, actually.
SeaWorld,
SeaWorld, dude.
Got Setsy.
Dude,
Did you do the beach thing?
I was part of the promoter
You're involved
group
in
that
it.
was gonna
Okay,
do it,
right.
yeah. And it ended up being a licensing issue. We couldn't get the licensing in time, so we had to postpone to next year. But then it'll be even
many
bigger,
people.
better, and way
Right.
more
legal.
legal. That's good.
Well, see, that's kind of the thing, though. It's like the fact is that you haven't put it to rest, so to speak. It's like it's something that's you're still going to go through. So be it the Goth on the Mountain thing, and obviously this beach thing. I mean, you're still going to keep going.
I have a lot of ideas, and with all the comments that we got, you know, the day of the announcement, the amount of love and support from the community was overwhelming. It just made my little dark heart cry with joy and appreciation, and it was so humbling when everyone was like, we saw how hard you worked for us. Thank you so much for trying to do this.
Yeah.
You know, that made a massive difference in how I came out the other side.
Yeah.
And I'm still going through it, but I'm getting closer to the other side. And, you know, the fact of the matter is, I'm not a quitter. And anyone who thinks I am, joke's on you. So my mom says one of my superpowers is that people underestimate me. And, you know, I think that it's very important now that the community has seen this vision that we make this vision a reality. And it may not be until next year now, but I'm not ready to lay down and give up. I still see a lot of possibilities. You know, there's campouts. What about cook-offs? How about fashion shows? Like, I just want to do a lot of things that just bring us together and we can share our art and our experience and our love of just the aesthetic.
As you should, because if you don't do it, who is and who will, right?
Some people are out there trying, so kudos to them too.
And everyone who puts on these shows, it's a lot of effort. I mean, for those that don't know, they are super long days, super nerve-wracking phone calls, a lot of bullshit you got to deal with, the fucking trash you got to fucking put out sometimes. It's you know, for everyone who comes out to our shows, I appreciate everyone who does, but they truly don't know what it is to put this shit on, man.
Yeah.
This fucking in live entertainment fucking world is grimy as fuck.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a bunch of fucking dirt bags out there, a bunch of bitch ass, just bitches. It's just bad out there, man. You get robbed, you get fuck.
Fuck, don't talk that way about Magic Mountain.
I mean, man, look. Whatever the situation may be, you know, people out there are listening part of the Pigsneyverse. It's already sounding off. Liz Vampire Mermaid, we won't go to Six Flags anymore. So there you go, fucking Six Flags. You just lost one person. May not be one, you know, maybe one doesn't mean anything to you, but that's where it fucking starts, dude. So fuck you. Thank you, Liz, for not supporting them dirtbags for being assholes. From the Dungeon Podcast, D, he's all the way from D's Coast, New Jersey. He says, why don't you guys do it on the bridge that they just opened up? That sounds a goth takeover on the bridge. That sounds fucking legit.
DM me, baby.
Yeah, what's up?
There ain't no magic at Six Flags. Aw. You know, the sad thing is I really love that park. You know, I grew up in that park. I'm an adrenaline junkie, so put me on your fastest, highest, scariest roller coaster so I can get that wow, you know. and another, you know, I really wanted to help the park. I know that the park struggled in that 13 months that they were shut down. Yeah. And then the slow reopening and the staff shortages, you know, and the changes. And I wanted to try and do my part to help build up something that I really loved. And I'm just super disappointed because this could have been something really big, especially annually. Like it would have grown to such an exponential level. We might have had to find 2 Six Flags to hold it in at once, right?
Hell yeah.
But we'll just start on the new ground level, and it'll be a similar event. You know, it'll have the same kind of elements. It'll be its own unique thing, but we definitely are going to come back bigger, better, and stronger. And I'd love to, you know, really just see that be a massive success.
It sounds like we're going to open up a theme park, Mario.
It sounds like it. Pigs Land?
Yeah, we could use your ass cheeks as a roller coaster.
Zach would only put glory holes everywhere, and that's just the fucking park for him.
It'd make a better mini golf course.
You go up one cheek, come down, and come back up, and you're all brown and shit.
Oh, no, thank you.
That shit's clean, homie.
No, allegedly. SeaWorld at night sounds amazing, especially with all the animals, everything lit up. It's gorgeous out there.
Beautiful. But I think the fish might get jealous because they can't dress up with us.
Or can they?
Or can they? Oh my gosh, a fish in a bow tie. Or an ascot.
Little monocle on one of the little fucking flounder fishes.
Oh my goodness. A dolphin in a frock coat. So cute.
Liz also says she is so motivating. Hats off to her. I mean, to be honest, to have something, bad like this. This is when you're putting on shows and being a producer. This is all obviously one of the worst things that can happen. It's not a good feeling, guys, at all. Let me tell you, losing, the envisionment that you were supposed to have and be taken away, sucks. Fucking sucks.
Yeah. Especially when it's no fault of your own.
Especially when you have no control of the shit and you just have fucking people higher up. Just like everything else, they don't see the same envisionment, but they're the ones in charge. I've been down this road before, so I don't need to call out who the fuck these people are, but, fuck you and the way you think, and it just sucks.
I love you too, Ralphie. You're welcome.
Ralphie Enigma. Shout out to Ralphie.
I've known Ralphie a long time. That guy's the one that got me introduced to Dr. Strange.
Oh,
nice. One of our sponsors.
Okay.
Dr. Strange Records. It was because Ralphie was spinning there, and I wanted to go see him, and we showed up the day early because I can't read. And I was so anxious to get out of the house, and then we met Bill Plaster, the owner. We got to talking. He was like, I want more goth stuff in here. And I was like, he's like, can you help me out? I was like, yeah, I'll bring you a list. And I brought him like 5 pages, 3 columns front and back of like, boom, you can start here.
Yeah. By the way, this is what I did on my 15-minute break. It was really quick, and I was really rushed. But here's what I have right now.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But, when you've been in it so long.
Right. You just know. It's just it's nature.
It's second nature.
Ralphie says goth will never go away, and you're absolutely right.
We will prevail.
Mm-hmm.
We're immortal.
Ooh,
it's been around for like roughly 40 years at least, right?
I'd say more like 60.
That long,
50
right?
Or 60.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer if you count the UK. But I'm talking like West Coast California. I was in the early days of the scene, really.
When it first fucking
really
launched.
Flourishing. Yeah, the old helter-skelter stigmata days where you had to find the right alley in L.A. and knock on the right door, and you better look right or you're not getting in. Those days, yeah. Long ago.
And Dr. Strange has really been there for the community, and we've been putting on events and.
Yeah, they've been there 35 years, and since Bill and I met, and he had someone else doing some events there. Dark Side of My Mood. That's what Ralphie was spinning forward, and they had some bands and things. Bill really wanted to get bands in the store, so he knocked down a wall and kind of made like a little stage area so that people could perform in there. And then he said, hey, why don't you do some Inland Empire Goth stuff here? And I said, yeah, can I do a show? Because I got Gallo in January. He wants to do something. And we'll just do like every second Saturday a little Goth meetup, totally free, all ages. And we'd bring out rugs and chairs and couches and set up the parking lot. And we'd bring out ice chests and throw out soda and water because we don't even want to pass it out. And we'd get some snacks and throw, get some chips, get some granola bars, whatever. And then Bill would have, we'd have DJs. So Esser and Apples were the resident DJs, Lay Apples. And so, they'd come in and DJ, and people would come, and we'd all hang out and just make friends, get to know each other, do some shopping,
That's cool.
That's how it started.
Yeah, it's kind of just been, that's Inland Empire Goth kind of grew from there. I made it last October because Dark Side of My Mood was doing some stuff, and I was like, hey, let me sponsor something. I'm going to create this organization and be a little sponsor for you. And I'd come in and do raffles and things like that, just try and help out the store, help pay the bands. And, now Bill and I are really close, and we've done quite a few events together.
And they got bigger and bigger every time.
It's still growing.
Well, it sounds like you are definitely the biggest advocate around here for the Goths and trying to do right by them and have a safe space, a little safe haven just where we can come out and feel good or, not scrutinize or whatever the fuck, man. Just to feel good amongst other people that kind of feel the same way or look the same way, taste the same way, smell the same way. I don't know, whatever.
Right, clove cigarettes.
Yeah.
And not champa. But yeah, exactly. Like a safe space for us to really have self-expression. Because I know I've been a goth a long time. I've got a pretty thick skin. But I grew up, I was in the entertainment industry. I did acting classes and a lot of things. So I was very used to being in front of people and being criticized. Right, I was always a little thicker than the other girls in dance. I was always this and that, so people always had something to say. And once I really full-blown went goth, the shock value was worth every comment that ever came my way. Right. But I really learned that somebody has to speak up because there were times I wouldn't fully go all out and put on corpse face or tease my hair all big. Like I kind of toned it down because I didn't want to be that joke at the party or that one person that everyone's picking on. And so to be able to have a place where I could just like white face the hell out of it, tease my hair as big and as ratty as I could get and wear as many ratty clothes as I could put on and nobody looked at me sideways or blinked. That always made a really big difference. And that's one reason I've loved the goth clubs all these years, right? Like that's one space, but it's age sensitive, right?
Right.
That you could really get dressed up and, put on your corsets, put on your garters, get out there and just like look hot and own the night. And so I wanted something like that for all ages in a big open space.
It sounds like you have the right mindset for it. A little bump in the road for today. But it sounds like next year is going to be even fucking bigger, badder. I'm excited for it. I mean, I'm already ready to buy tickets for that. Get that shit fucking steamrolling fucking right now.
Yeah, I'm going to take a week off and then we'll start talking about that. I still got a lot of stuff I've got to shut down and work through and get, processed and put together. But it's definitely going to be a priority to get working on the next one so I can get a date out to people and we can keep that excitement moving and, make it even more exciting and more affordable and more reachable for people moving forward. Because we did listen to a lot of comments. We got a lot of feedback and we really paid close attention to everyone. So sometimes it takes us a while to get back, but that's because we don't want to just fly through messages. We want everyone to get the right amount of time and attention that they deserve for reaching out to us.
And that's really important, especially that this scene isn't as big as, it should be. So, to get that kind of amount of attention.
For sure.
Right. 1,000%. But it's still not like as massive as something else that's super popular right now. But
a ska?
Fuck ska. Maybe not
fuck
ska. Aw, why you hating the ska, bro?
Fuck ska.
Why you hating the ska, man?
I don't like ska. It's fucking corny as fuck, man.
Aw,
it's like polka songs.
It feels good. It's feel-good music.
It is feel-good music. Don't you want to feel good?
Not to ska music, I don't. Anything else I do. Like Zack's gonna start crying. Fuck you, man.
Okay.
I'm putting my trombone away. Jerk off.
I don't know. I think nowadays, especially after this experience, right? A lot of people they're speculating because they don't know the details. And as badly as I want to share the details, it's more important to me that we hold the park accountable, right? Like we make sure that our community is treated respectfully, and we want to make that accountable. But there are those people out there that are like, oh, they just couldn't do it. They didn't have the money. They bit off more than they can chew. And I guarantee that was not the case. And so I'm more determined now than ever to make it happen, to show like I can do it. It is doable, and it's going to be an ongoing thing.
Taurus.
Let me ask you this. I mean, do you think if somehow, I guess, you could reach some kind of agreement or settlement with Magic Mountain, would you still consider trying that again or no?
I would do anything to make the community happy. But there comes a space where I have to lay the line and draw some boundaries to make sure the community is being respected, that it's being considered on the same level as other groups, that, the people that are paying for what they're expecting get what they paid for. Like, even if I could do it, and, they threw some options out there that were almost viable. I mean, we came close several times to some negotiations. But the truth is, at this point, I think a fresh venue and a new start is really what we all need. Something that's very supportive right out the gate, knows what happened. Because I know firsthand that a lot of the parks out there across the U.S., because I've gotten emails and notifications, they've heard about Goth on the Mountain. They're asking about it. Some have already reached out to me, and we've talked about future dates at their parks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like this is big.
So, like Ralphie said, the Goths will never go away, and you are still here, one of the biggest advocates trying to make it happen. And, it sucked what happened, but we're excited to see what's going to become of it. And Phoenix is going to rise from this fucking crazy fire that just happened. So I think next year is just going to be even more gothier than ever, guys. So you need to start saving up for all your lipstick and eyeliner and get that Mac product.
Yeah.
I don't know what you got to do to level up like Edward Transylvania to get that kind of discount, but I don't know, guys. Get out
that
there.
Mac White Face has been one of the best things in a long time, like their white foundation and powder. That's good stuff. But in the old days how we used to do it?
How?
You got the lightest foundation in the store, and you layered that baby powder on your face like nobody's business in between layers of Aquanet.
Ooh.
Old school tip, guys. Can't afford Mac. Just get some light foundation and some baby powder if you can find it. And, hairspray.
Damn, there you go. Some fucking nice. Are you going to go try that tonight, Zach?
I have to go back and rewatch that because I didn't
test
catch
it on
it.
his ass cheeks to make sure he's not allergic first.
You going to cake up
So
the
you can find
yeeks
it
or
in the
what?
dark.
Yeah, if I can make my ass look good, I can make my face look good.
Amen.
Yeah. There you go, Zach.
Yes, sir.
Aiming for the wet spot.
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta say is Hawaii has a bunch of mountains. You might want to consider it as a potential location for.
Oh, I was so confused.
We actually have a belly dance event that takes place in Hawaii every year.
Right on.
It's called Rocks Tiki.
Ooh, when's that happening next?
Oh my gosh, I have to look. I think it just happened.
Oh, okay.
But I can send you a link to it.
Yeah,
there's all kinds of cool belly dance stuff. There's retreats to the Caribbean, and you get workshops and like parties, and we do it right in the belly dance world too.
So where can we find you and any information leading up to the?
Where can we stay tuned?
Yeah.
Inland Empire Goth, and we have a website, inlandempiregoth.com. You can find us at Inland Empire Goth on TikTok. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We have a page and a group on Facebook. So that's the best way to follow us. We do all kinds of events. Yesterday we did a twisted mini golf tournament as a fundraiser for Hope for Paws. We had a couple people come out. We had rules like stand on one foot and close one eye and swing, or
handicaps.
See, I'd be down for that.
Use your putter like a pool cue and howl like a banshee with every putt. And it was a great time. We had a blast. So we're looking to do that again in the fall. And I'm looking to plan just some smaller things, like I said, fashion shows, cook-offs, just things to get us together and make
bowling
it spooky
leagues.
and fun. Oh yeah, bowling, roller skating. We got to do all that.
She had an amazing tea party this year. Absolutely amazing. All the way down. The sandwiches, the tea. She made bat wings.
Yeah, I found a way to make.
Zach's got bat wings.
You don't want to see his back wings. Don't want to see those back wings. No.
You don't want to see Zach's bat wings.
No.
They were just cream cheese, you know. It was like
There's
it
cream
was
cheese
fried
and
cream
Zack's.
cheese, but it was dyed gray and like
okay.
shaped.
Yeah, it's not.
And then when it fried, it like bubbled up and looked like all crusty bat wing. It was so delicious.
Like Zack's.
That's
It's still like
bat
Zack's.
wings,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are asking if we're still doing the hotel event. I would love
Would it be possible to separate that?
Absolutely. Like if we could still do a hotel event. Like people that have already bought tickets can't change them or coming into town are like, now what? But I just don't know that there's enough interest, right? Like what the draw was the big event, was the park event. But if there were enough people, we're like, nah, we're still coming. We're going to go to the hotel instead. Like I'll definitely continue to host the Misfit Market and the Gargoyle Gala. I just need people to tell me they want it because I don't want to go out there and then sit there all alone in the pool in my bat floaty.
I think. I mean,
that wouldn't be the worst thing though.
Exactly.
Financially is another story.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
I mean, to have something there to still. I mean, I think that to still have it will still be a big fuck you to whoever doubt it because I mean. Supporters are going to come out, and regardless if they already, I mean, people if people already bought tickets, I mean, sound off. Let her know.
We could have something at Mel's bar.
We can have something. Well, dude, it's a hotel though,
and boomers at
the
the same
hotel
time.
has a bar.
Yeah, and like far away from Mal's bar.
And you know, the hotel was fabulous. I mean, all the hotels in the area. You know, I've met with all of them. We talked about the vision I wanted and what was able to accommodate, and. It really hurts me too that the hotel is going to take a loss, right? Like they were prepared to host a tea party. They were going to bring out a taco bar and a wet bar for the pool party. They were going to, you know, throw in some extra bartenders and extra bars around the hotel. So it saddens me that they would miss out because someone else chose not to let us have the event.
Right.
Do you think you need also a large turnout for the hotel, I guess? I mean, to talk about it in
I think 100 people at the hotel would be sufficient.
Oh, okay. So as far as like you're not going to run into like losses, like, you know, production money, you know, losses
if people come, it's not a loss. Even if I don't make back the money that was spent, the experience itself is priceless. So it doesn't, you know, your first event, you never make any money. There's always some loss.
Oh yeah.
Not when it's canceled.
Right.
You know, then it's a whole different story. But, you know, if it's good and it's successful and it goes well, then, you know, we would continue to do it every year when we do our big event. We'd make sure we made it a weekend event. And, you know, I've even considered talking to a park about moving it to a Saturday or Sunday if we could guarantee them numbers. And I really believe our community is excited enough and interested enough that the numbers are not going to be an issue. I was never concerned about the numbers.
I mean, like I was planning on going. I'm not a goth person per se, you know what I mean? I love the music, but you know, I was planning to attend just because I kind of like to see, as a producer, I like to see what other people are putting together. You know what I mean? So for that experience alone, and I mean, you know, it's like I know a couple people. Like I know Ralphie and Esser, I guess, was going to DJ also, right? So FM1, yeah. So I mean, I know, you know, I was going to attend to support, I guess, the friends, but obviously that would escalate up to obviously you. So yeah.
Right, and the thing is I mean, it was for Goths by Goth, but there's a lot of people out there that don't associate as Goth. Right. But if you like the music, you like the aesthetic, maybe you're into skulls and cemeteries.
Right.
Like, there's that little touch of goth in everyone. I think everyone carries around a closet goth.
Sure.
And it's the one time a year they get to experience what it would be if they chose to be a goth. And then they could pack it all away and go back to work and go back to their regular life until the next time. And then they get a chance to play goth for the day.
Or
and I have no
games.
problem with that, right? Like, I love that people love the aesthetic. I'm a belly dancer. I'm not Middle Eastern, but I dress up Middle Eastern. I honor and respect their customs because I think it's so beautiful that I want to emulate it to show, you know, flattery. What is it? Mimicry is the greatest flattery. So pretending that I'm one of you and I'm doing your cultural things and honoring that, you know, it's kind of the same thing when people aren't goth or don't associate with the term goth, it doesn't necessarily mean they're not goth in there somewhere or goth curious, you know, goth poser. We all start as a poser. Nobody started out the you know, uterus with bat wings and fangs, right? Like we all grew into it and had to start somewhere.
I mean, you could appreciate it, you know, as an appreciation, I guess you could say.
Right.
I mean, that's why I was attending, you know.
Yeah, and then, just getting to see what drives everyone. Everyone chooses this look and lifestyle for their own personal reasons. It's not one answer to that question. Right. You've been really quiet, Lilith.
I mean, I expected that much of her, though. I mean,
I know she was so shy as soon as the
she was just making sure that we stayed the course.
It's that every time she would look
I
up,
was supposed to be sitting in that little room.
I know,
Oh, okay.
and you got trapped in here when we only let you out to go pee-pees.
No,
That was it.
it's like, listen, every once in a while I would notice she would look up at the TV and go like, fuck.
I'm still on camera right now. Like, yeah. She can't even see you. Like,
Thanks, the cat's meow meow.
The cat's meow.
Hopefully you could still do at the very least, the hotel aspect of it. That would be
I think that would be
pretty
cool.
dope. Yeah, I think it would be well attended.
Yeah, the hotel staff was extremely excited. Like, I was getting messages like, oh my gosh, our whole staff is so excited. We're counting down the days. We can't wait. Like, this is going to be the best thing ever. And I would still love to do it. I mean, I still think the seances, the tea parties, the pool parties, it still brings everyone together. It still makes it so that we have our own event.
Right.
And, there are some people who still want to go to the park that day. I'm not going to tell people not to go to the park. I mean, the park is amazing. The park is roller coasters and rides and food.
It's fun.
It's not people.
Right.
Right. It's not the park's fault. It's the management that made a
park,
choice. Yeah. So, I'm not going to tell them don't go, how dare you.
Right.
But if I can give them an alternative to going to the park that day and coming to hang out with other Goths, which was the whole reason they were going in the first place, I'm okay with, offering that to them.
Right. And the hotel, I'm assuming, is right around the corner or something, really close to the place?
You can see the whole park from the hotel. So
Yeah,
wow, that's super
view,
close.
Apparently there's a view.
It's a beautiful view.
Oh,
of the park.
I think you
from the
should,
hotel.
and I don't know if you're allowed to add some more little entertainment. I think you should do it.
There were people were booking rooms there at the hotel, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Did they give you the numbers of how many rooms were actually booked, or was the hotel sold out?
It wasn't sold out,
But
but
it
they
was
were
getting
booking
there.
fast.
So I mean,
They were
that should
starting
tell
to
you
come
right there.
together,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like put it out there to people. I mean, I would. Again, the event that I did, it was at a hotel, so it's like it made sense for people to stay there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go anywhere. You can get shit-faced at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, go lounge by the pool and eat some tacos, go sit in the bistro and watch everyone dance in silence because you're not in a set of headphones, right? You just see everyone going, but then it's like crickets.
Right.
And then you put the headphones on and you're like, oh, okay, that's what they're dancing to. So I was really looking forward to getting video of that and doing some musical overlays.
Great.
Right? And you could tell, you could see what color each DJ would have a color. So you'd see which DJ they were listening to. And you'd have some punching and kicking, some shadow dancing, others kind of stepping over the dead body and doing the sway. And it would just be so neat to see that mix. Because at the clubs, you want industrial, you got to go to this room. You want, traditional, you go to that room. It's never integrated. So that
All
would have been
in
just
one,
such cool video.
Oh, for sure.
I can imagine the dance moves all happening. It's gonna be crazy, a little chaotic.
I might create some new moves out of the blended combination.
Well, on top of everything else, to come here and talk about obviously the road that led you to Goth on the Mountain. And no matter what, you're always going to be the Goth on the Mountain to me because, you tried making this shit happen and you're here telling us a story and letting us know to stay tuned for something else that's going to be awesome. And guys, sound off. Let her know if you still down to come hang out at the fucking hotel. And, it starts off as a little thing. Before you know it, in 2 weeks, that shit's going to be even bigger event than what the Goth on the Mountains was supposed to be about. So
We're
you
going to have to take over the hotel next door
Yes.
at that point.
See, I already like the way she thinks. 'Cause she's already
Why
thinking
not?
big and like, hey, I'm already fuck
Yeah.
the one
They
hotel.
share
I
a
got
parking
2
lot.
hotels now.
Well, Cyclone, we ended up not just selling out that hotel, the one that we were doing Cyclone in. We also sold out the hotel that was
The Best Western? Best Western?
Yeah, before it was owned by Best Western. Yes.
See, and I think 2 weeks is good. People are at Burning Man right now. Labyrinth the Jarrett's just ended. And the hotel is much more affordable. There's a discount for Goth on the Mountain attendees, which I'm sure they would honor. And then, the events, the tea party is $30, but that just covers the food, the drink. We're there for 3 hours. You can hang out, you can come, you can go. And then the seances are $45 per person, but it's only 12 to a group, and everybody gets a reading. It's not like I've got a message for James H. Right? It's like, okay, I'm starting with you, and we're just gonna go around the table. Everyone will get a chance. And the pool party, $10, man. And if you're a hotel guest, it's free. You just got to RSVP because we can only have so many people on the pool deck. But there would be a big smoking area or hangout area in the grass right next to the pool deck. Right, vendors around the pool deck, everything and they're right there. You walk out the door, you can see everything from inside the lobby. It's all very inclusive.
Oh, see, D got a good name for it. I mean, although I think it's backwards, but it should be Haunted Hotel. But I mean, it's a hotel haunted. But if you could call the event Haunted Hotel.
Haunted. I'm sure it is. It's an old area.
Why not?
Does it have a 13th floor? Probably doesn't.
Yeah.
But
that could be part of the thing.
Come to the
it's
hotel
you gotta
and find out.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you for coming down and giving us information. I am now more goth, I think, than ever to start exploring my dark side a little bit.
You want to explore other things more?
No, Zach. Not you.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to do Pigs After Hours, and we're going to do a seance, but we're going to do it over Zach's ass. We're going to lay him down on the table with his ass out. We're going to hold our hands around his ass cheeks.
Oh, I'm sure people are wondering about how much the silent disco is, too, because I forgot that one.
How much is a silent disco?
$15 per headset.
Damn. Wow.
And you get 5 back when you return your headset.
Like that.
What?
I'm so intrigued with the technology behind that. I'm so how? I want to know.
It's transmitted wirelessly, dude.
No, I know, but that's 3 different fucking signals.
But the headphone will pick up 3 different
but then special colors, she said.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And they're wireless. You don't have a cord or anything. You're just rocking out. And the biggest concern about the silent disco is how are we going to wear headphones over our big ass rat hair? Right? And I was like, oh, you just flip them down under your chin or wear them around the back of your neck. There's ways.
Yeah, totally.
And there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely. Anything else that you would like to give to any of the fans or the Goths or any other type of words for them?
Yes, thank you. I just want to say thank you guys so much. The outpouring of love and support, the excitement for the event, that's exactly why I do this. And I just want to keep doing that for you guys. And, thanks for staying an amazing community. Keep being an amazing community. And let's just all get along and love each other because, nobody else understands us.
Nope. What about you, Jose? You goth? You understand?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I feel for her, I feel for what happened, but it's listen, she's persevering and she's moving on and she's going to still make it happen one way or fucking another. You're just going to make it happen, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know how not to.
Can't stop, won't stop. Where do we find you again on the social so we figure out where the new dates are going to be at?
So on Facebook and Instagram, we're Inland Empire Goth, so at Inland Empire Goth or Inland Empire Goth. We've got a page and a group on Facebook. You can also go to inlandempiregoth.com and you can get IE merch there. Pretty cool stuff. Our little Mission Inn bell with the bat in it is kind of the logo for they call it the Goth badge at Doctor Strange.
The Goth badge.
The Goth badge. And so that's pretty much where you can find us, Inland Empire Goth.
Any thoughts about when now moving forward? You still want to keep the name of Goth on the Mountain, or is now just gonna end that completely and let it cocoon into something beautiful and something new?
In honor of the dead, I think it's time to bury that baby, give it a little funeral, and say goodbye, and come back with a bigger, better, stronger name for the next event. Something long-lasting, like the Ghoulish Gathering or something. Something a little catchier and a little more inclusive for those that don't abide by the word goth.
You ever do it at a seafood spot? You could call it Goth on the Broth. You know what I mean?
I ever did it at a seafood spot. You can call it Marjani's funeral. I'm as allergic as can be to seafood.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Get your Goth and your Mariscos, guys, all in one fucking place, especially for those darks.
Siete Mares Goth.
Yo. Thank you, ladies, for coming down and giving us some facts, some knowledge, some laughing to all the dick jokes today, putting up with Zach's ass. My apologies. I didn't know that was going to happen, but I knew that was going to happen. Shout out to everyone that's been hanging out the entire episode and all the future listeners. We're going to be listening to this in the futures. Maybe not right now, live, but like in the futures. So make sure you like, subscribe, tell your mom about Pigs, P-I-G-Z, hard Z, live every Sunday night, guys. Check that shit out. What'd you say?
I said Z's always hard.
Z is always hard. On that note, Pigs out.
And now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, DJ, stop the music. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Initiating shutdown sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
This show may cause birth defects and/or cancer. Void where prohibited in the Southern Red States. Official sponsor of the Special Olympics. Not really. 2% financing available for nothing. See your official Toyota dealer for recall as penalty for not buying American. This show may cause massive amounts of marijuana consumption. This show has been a joint venture of cockballs and ass. Free sale tossing available upon request. Visit robertreese.com. Sexual relations among cousins is not incest.
Thank you.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.